Let's go to hip number 1. We are in the fourth round of the heel horses here this morning. We're back to Pekisko Creek Ranch Performance Horses and Pekisko She's a Robin, ridden by Spencer Rutherford here today. They call her Jinx. Here's a 5-year-old mare, one of the 6 mares you're going to see here today. Of course, Mr. Peter Buse doing the heading. No stranger to the roping world. A 162 and a 163 and a 160. Going through the last 3 rounds. Here's number 4. We're watching Pekisko She's a Robin. You bet. We're looking at a -1 in the box and an even through the break running rate as well as the corner and entry. A +1 on the stop for an 80. It's going to be an 80 from judge number 1. Judge number 2, we're looking at an even through the box, break running rate, a +1 on the corner and entry as well as the stop for an 82 and a grand total of 162. 162 for She's a Robin. Pekisko She's a Robin and Spencer Rutherford. Let's go to number 2. Here's number 2. We're looking at Keely Bonnet and Juan A Chex. Again, that 4-year-old, the only 4-year-old in the field here today. 165, or 162, a 165, and a 161 in their last 3. We're in the 4th round of the heel horses. We're only 2 deep into that 4th round. And it's going to be a no score, unfortunately. A no score for Juan A Chex and Keely Bonnet. Flipping the page, let's go to number 3. Here is RBar Docs Gun, ridden and owned by Mr. Cody Potts. This is a 5-year-old gelding. 5-year-old gelding by Play Gun. A 160, a 161, and a 163 is what the last 3 look like. Mr. Kobe Zimmer on the front end helping him out today. 4th round, we're looking at even through the box, a +1 on the break run and rate, and even in the corner and entry, and a +1 on the stop for an 82. An 82. Judge number 2, it's coming in with a even through the box run, or the break run and rate is even, as well as the corner and entry, and a +1 on the stop for an 81, and a grand total of 163. Let's go to number 4. Let's go to hip number 4. This is Boomen Gun. They call him Badger, by Matt and Carla Fawcett at Stettler, Alberta. Here's a 6-year-old gelding. Going back to Colonel Smoken Gun. 162, 163, and 161 in the last 3 rounds. Good job, Dad. All right, we're looking at an even through the box, a +1 on the break run and rate, as well as even in the corner and entry, and a +1 on the stop for an 82. An 82. Judge number 2, we're looking at an even through the box, a +1 on the break run and rate, and even in the corner entry, and a +1 on the stop for an 82 for a 164 minus the 2 for the barrier. All right, let's go to number 5. Hip number 5, we're looking at Brian and Patty Gardner's good little Genny Money 099, ridden by Tyrell Fuelling. Here's a 5-year-old mare. Purchased out of the Top Gun sale back in 2018 here, friends. Well, a 164 in the last round. We're looking at +1s through the box and the break run and rate. We're looking at even through the corner entry and the stop as well for an 82. And judge number 2, we have 82 from judge number 1. Judge number 2. All right, so we're looking at an even through the box and a +1 through the break run and rate, and a +1 through the corner entry with an even on the stop for an 82 for a 164. A 164, keeping it same as the 3rd round. All right, let's go to number 6. We're watching Jeff Quam and Are You Gonna Kiss Me or Not? A buckskin mare. 5-year-old from Buffalo Hills Quarter Horses at Arrowwood. They call her Nugget. 163 in the last round. Judge number 1 says we're even through the box, break run, and rate, even through the corner and entry as well as the stop for a grand total of 80. Judge number 2 says we're even through the box, break run and rate, -1 on the corner and entry, and even through the stop for a 79. Gives them a 159. 159 on the 4th one for Are You Gonna Kiss Me or Not? And Buffalo Hills Quarter Horses. Let's go to number 7. Here's hip number 7. Cody Potts is back again on This Cat's a Brat by Robin Walker. 6-year-old gelding. Going back to Highbrow Cat. They call it Twig. They call him Twig. This horse was purchased from Lee White. Lee's going to be coming up a little bit later on in the heading. He's got one here today. All right, so judge number 1 says it's even through the box, +1 through the break run and rate, even through the corner and entry, and +1 on the stop for an 82. Scores coming in from judge number 2. It's going to be +1s across the board for the box and the break run and rate and the corner entry, and an even on the stop for an 83 for a grand total of 165. 165 for Cody Potts, and this cat's a Brat. All right, now we're going to go to number 8. Here is hip number 8, Koi's Smoken Jet by Keely Bonnet. 6-year-old gelding. Going back to Mr. Clyde Hancock. Again, here's a horse he's been rodeoing on a good portion of the year, friends. Was a 165 in the last round. All right, Koi Smoking Jet, we're going to be looking at even through the box, break, run, and rate, a +1 on the corner and entry, and an even on the stop from judge number 1 for a grand total of 81. Then we're going to be looking at +1s for the box, break, run, and rate, and even through the corner entry and stop for an 82, and a grand total of 163. 163 for Keely Bonnet and Koi's Smoking Jet. That was number 8. Hip number 9 is another one brought to us by Pekisko Creek Ranch Performance Horses. It is SLR Okie Dokie, ridden by Spencer Rutherford here today. Peter Buse doing the helping on the front. They're open the bones. Here's a 5-year-old gelding going back to Smart Chickalina. They were a 163 in their last one. All right, we're looking at a +1 in the box, and even through the break, run, and rate, a -1 on the corner and entry, and even through the stop for an 80. All right, judge number 2, we're saying we're a +1 in the box, even through the break, run, and rate, even through the corner and entry, and a +1 on the stop for an 82. That gives them a grand total of 162 for their 4th one. We're going to rake when we get done the next 5 horses. We're going to rake right after that before the 5th round. We're watching number 10. This is Positively Cray Cray, ridden by Tyrell Fuellen here today. This is Chad Thompson's horse. 5-year-old gelding. We're looking at even through the box, a +1 on the break, run, and rate. Even through the corner entry, and even through the stop for an 81. All right, we're even through the box, break, run, and rate, as well as the corner and entry. A +1 on the stop for an 81. Grand total of 162. 162 for Positively Cray Cray and Tyrell Fuelling. Let's go to number 11. Let's go to hip number 11. This is Bar Lightning MCQ, owned by Logan Bonnet, being roped on today. The rider's name is going to be Keely Bonnet. Logan's going to be doing the heading, though. They were a 163, a 163, and a 162 through the last 3. All right, Buzz. Scores are coming in. We're looking at even through the box, a +1 on the break, run, and rate, even through the corner entry, and a +1 on the stop for an 82. 82 from judge number 1. Judge number 2. We are looking at even through the box, break, run, and rate, as well as the corner entry, and a +1 on the stop for an 81 for a grand total of 163. Let's go to number 12. Hip number 12. We're watching Strawberry. 6-year-old grade gelding, brought to us by Dylan Graham. He's doing the roping on him as well. 161, a 163, and a no score through the last 3 rounds for Dylan and Strawberry. Here's a 6-year-old from the Wainwright country that's been to some open ropings and some pro rodeos this year. Well, there's the flag. The lines are tight. We're going to look to judge number 1. It's going to be +1 in the box, even through the break, run, and rate, +1 through the corner and entry, +1 on the stop for an 83. Judge number 2 is going to tell us it's a +1 on the box, even through the break, run, and rate, +1 on the corner and entry, as well as the stop for an 83 as well. There is a 166. There's a 166 for Strawberry and Dylan Graham, hip number 12. Hip number 13, we're watching Smarty's Traveling Star, brought to us from Lyndon Roloff. He's doing the roping on him here as well. Started as a cutter, trained by himself. Here's a horse that Lyndon trained. 164 in their last one. We're watching Lyndon Roloff and Smarty's Traveling Star, hip number 13. Well, judge number 1 is going to say it's a +1 through the box, even through the break, run, and rate, as well as the corner entry and stop for an 81. Judge number 2 says we're going to be +1 on the box, even through the break, run, and rate, as well as the corner entry, and a +1 on the stop for an 82 for a grand total of 163. 163 for Lyndon Roloff and Smarty's Traveling Star, hip number 13. Here's hip number 14. I'll Trade Ya. Tyrell Gordon, he was 165 on his last one. Well, 6-year-old buckskin gelding by Tyrell Gordon, I'll Trade Ya, is going to be coming in the 4th round with a +1 through the box break run and rate, even through the corner and entry, a +1 on the stop for an 83. And judge number 2 says it's a +1 in the box, even through the break run and rate, as well as the corner and entry, a +1 on the stop for an 82, and a grand total of 165. 165 for Tyrell Gordon and I'll Trade Ya, hip number 14. All right, here's number 15. Hip number 15, Dylan Graham and Hickies for Cash. 5-year-old gelding. Going back to special effort from Alina Talks Cash Mare. They're a 164 in the 3rd round. All right, Hickies for Cash, Dylan Graham. His 4th one's going to look like evens through the box, as well as the break run and rate, as well as the corner entry, a +1 on the stop for an 81. All right, now we're going to go to judge number 2. It's going to be a +1 in the box, even through the break run and rate, as well as corner and entry, +1 on the stop for an 82, and a grand total of 163. 163. We're bringing the tractor in here, friends. We're going to go get set to go. We got one more round to go